Hi guys, it's Patricia. Welcome to my channel. Today it's Tester Tuesday. If you're new here, consider subscribing if you like to hear about Scentsy scents. Every week I review 2 scents and you guys tell me which ones I'm going to review by voting. And usually I use up testers, but now we're kind of cheating and we're warming limited release bars because one, I want to warm them for my own personal knowledge so I can decide if I want to keep them in my club or not. And two, I'm hoping that it will help you guys in some way hearing about the scents. So how did we do with voting last week? Well, we had 170 votes come in on time, and it was a very tight race. Let me tell you, the first 4 scents were tight. The first place scent is this pink colored wax, and it's from the Mix It collection, and it's Spun, Sugar, and Vanilla. That one had 22% of the vote. Now we had a tie for second. We had a tie between Watermelon Wave and Rainfall and Lush Greens. I went to Instagram and I had someone break the tie. It was Amanda, and she picked the pink wax of Watermelon Wave. So that had 20% of the vote. So let's talk about our first place scent. It is Spun, Sugar, and Vanilla from the Mix It collection. Here's the Mix It collection box. There's 5 scents inside. They have sold out. You can add them to your Scentsy Club as I film this video, but who knows how much longer that will go on for. Now here's my bar that I actually have. I warmed a whole bar. I warmed 2 cubes before the Tester Tuesday and I warmed 6 afterwards. On cold sniff, this is a pretty strong scent, and it's the bakery scent for this collection. These collections are designed to be mixed together, but you can warm them on their own, and that's what I did. So the scent description for this, it basically says, fluffy spun sugar is pure temptation, but still subtle enough to add sweetness without overpowering. So I'm just going to tell you, it's not that subtle and it's slightly overpowering. But let's break it down. So we have Spun, Sugar, and Vanilla as our kind of main description because that's the title. Now spun sugar is when you kind of heat a sugar, and I think there's like kind of the variation that's more like cotton candy. And then there's the part that kind of becomes spun sugar, caramelized spun sugar, when a sugar is heated so much that it kind of starts to harden and it looks like caramel crunchy sugar bits. And that's kind of more what I get with this scent. There's a little bit of an asterisk with that I'll explain at the very end. I'm just going to paint the picture of what this scent is like for me. Okay, there's a bakery and they are doing something called a croquembouche, which is like a bunch of puff pastry balls. They glue these puff pastry balls on this cone-shaped device, and then at the end they spin sugar all the way around it. So they heat the sugar up, they take like this weird stick and they go around and around and around and around. I'll see if I can find a picture and I will post it here. So that is what the person is doing one night. Now they're getting very, very tired because they're up late. It's an assignment the next day. It's a delivery for the next day. So they're up really, really late. So as they're getting everything ready, they decide to make some French toast and some coffee to kind of keep themselves awake. What do? They fall asleep. So the next morning someone shows up, another baker in the baking place, the bakery. They're wearing Aquilina pink sugar perfume, and for breakfast they're eating raisins. So basically I get the spun sugar early on. It's a very strong kind of burnt sugar smell because if you caramelize sugar, you're obviously heating it. And there's a point where it's going to be like kind of burnt smelling or not burnt smelling. Not burnt smelling would be more brown sugar, and as you go up in layers, it's going to getting more caramelized. Eventually, it's going to have that tinge of bitterness. So that's kind of what I get here. Now, the reason I mentioned French toast is I also get like a maple bakery smell. I definitely do get a little maple with this. And some people talk about coffee, and so I kind of threw that in because I kind of can get coffee with that burntness as well. Kind of all mingles together. So the reason I mentioned the next morning some other baker showing up is because at the end of the warming, ironically, it kind of smells like the scent sugar. And I remember thinking, somebody kind of mentioned that, I don't know who it was, and I'm like, they're not thinking sugar, the scent sugar. And sure enough, that's kind of what it smells like towards the end. And also at the end, I felt like I smelled raisins. So I don't know. So yeah, caramelized croquembouche, person making French toast and coffee fell asleep. The next morning, someone shows up to relieve them. They're wearing a little bit of pink sugar perfume and eating raisins. There you go. Anyway, I warmed 2 cubes in my bedroom before I did Tester Tuesday, and I will tell you that was my first experience. This was not a good location to warm it in. It was so strong. It was probably like 9 out of 10. It lasted for like 3 days. It lingered and lingered and lingered. But when I actually did my Tester Tuesday warming, I warmed 2 cubes in my bonus room. I left it going a full day, 16 hours, and then removed it. And I left it going in my open concept layout, 18 hours over 2 days. Day 2 was very, very soft, but I could still smell it. And both times, in both locations, I would say the maximum strength to throw was 9 out of 10. And I did find, like I said, it kind of lingers in the air. Now, the bigger the space, the less the lingering ability, because it kind of can diffuse. Here in my bedroom, I just could not get rid of that smell for days. So, did I like this scent very much? Not really. It was not for me. I will never warm it in my bedroom again. But I'm thinking if you're someone that liked scents like this, I wrote some down. Caramel sugar cookie, French toast, caramel vanilla delight, even sugar or caramel apple craze. There's no apple in this, but you can kind of see where I'm going with it. You might like this. It can probably be warmed at any area of your home. Warning, in smaller zones, it will linger. I wouldn't warm it in a bedroom if I were you. I wouldn't warm it in a bathroom if I were you. You could probably mix lots of heavy fruit scents with this. Something like blueberry rush, buckleberry, even Johnny Appleseed. You could probably mix this, a coconut scent might go well with this. And obviously you could try it with juicy apple raspberry. And will I be repurchasing this? No, I will not. Let's talk about our second place scent this week. It is Watermelon Wave. There you go. Nice pink packaging, pink wax. On cold sniff, I would say this is a little bit more than light. And this was a scent of the month for June of 2018. And it would be in the fruity or the fruity citrus category. The scent description for this is ride a riptide of watermelon, sparkling citrus, and tart Mexican lime. And I think there's a typo there. I think it's supposed to be sparkling citrus, but I could be wrong because I don't really know what sparkling citrus is. So the watermelon in this, to me, it's not like Jolly Rancher sweetness watermelon, but it is artificial. It's a little bit, you know how watermelons, they're kind of like watery and crisp and a little bit tangy. That's kind of what this is. And then you get the citrus, and I would say, I find I get grapefruit with this and maybe a little bit of lemon because it's pretty tart. And then it says tart Mexican lime, and holy yes, it's very tart. It's not very sweet. It's basically, yeah. And I find when I warmed this, the majority of what I got mostly was the tart Mexican lime, a little bit of watermelon, and a little bit of citrus. So it's tart, it's not overly sweet. And it reminds me of a show I watched one time, Pioneer Woman. She took little watermelons and she cut them in tiny slices and sprinkled them with lime zest and sugar. Now the only difference is that this person forgot the sugar because it's just basically lime zest, which is tart, and watermelon. So there's not a whole lot to say. I did warm this before, obviously it was a scent of the month. I felt like my bars got used up quickly with that and I didn't use it a lot, so I don't have a strong recollection of what I thought about it, which usually means it was like average or below average. And I would say yes, it wasn't very strong. So let me tell you how it did in my house here. I warmed 1 cube plus the tester in my son's room in an element warmer, 13 watts. I must say I'm not crazy with element warmers in general, and this one didn't do very well in his room. I would say strength and throw was between 4 and 5 out of 10. I left it going one day, total of 12 hours. Then I tried it again the next day. I could not get anything out of it, so I just gave up. The other spot I warmed 3 cubes in my downstairs son's room, so he has 2 warmers there, and I took 1.5 cubes in between 2 warmers, or for each warmer. And there I had strength to throw was about 6 out of 10, and I had it going 2 days, 30 hours, and I just kind of removed it because it really didn't have a lot of scent. So if you're someone that likes watermelon scents, you may like this, but there's not a ton of watermelon. If you like lime scents, you may like this, as long as you don't want a lot of sweetness. It's not a bad scent, it's just not an overwhelmingly memorable scent for me. I would say stick to small to medium zones for this. Kitchen would be nice. If it was like a galley kitchen, it would be great. A laundry room would probably okay. Kids room, playroom, that kind of thing. And we don't have a lot of watermelon scents right now. Welcome Summer has watermelon in it. I don't get watermelon per se. So, you know, would I repurchase this? I got this on a flash sale, so I don't think I'd purchase any more if I was given the chance, and I would not vote this back as a bring back my bar. So that is Watermelon Wave. So right now it's a time where I'm going to draw 6 scents from the box. There's no box. I'm drawing 6 testers, random testers, but I'm actually going to be drawing 5 summer collection testers and 1 from the Mix It. So I actually don't have my summer collection as I film this video. It is June 1st as I film this video. Tracking says it's coming June 4th. It is crazy slow. I'm praying it's coming because I have to try to warm the scents and get the video by next Tuesday. So by some chance, if next Tuesday the video is late, there is a reason. We did not get the watermelon tangerine tester, but that will be scent number 1. But basically what you're going to do, if you're new to my channel, is you're going to pick 2 different scents from the 6 I select, and you're going to vote for them down in the comments below. If you cannot vote on YouTube, find my Instagram post and put your votes there. It's Patricia Gates. So scent number 1 will be watermelon tangerine. Scent number 2, pineapple en fuego. Scent number 3 will be hibiscus water. Scent number 4, palm beach breeze. Scent number 5, Fiesta Lime. And from the stragglers, we will pick the 6th scent, scent number 6, Grapefruit Orange. So again, to review the scents to vote on this week, it is the summer collection. We have watermelon tangerine, pineapple en fuego, hibiscus water, palm beach breeze, it's hard to say, Fiesta Lime, and from the Mix It, we have Grapefruit Orange. Thanks for spending the last few minutes with me. I hope you guys are enjoying these videos. If you are, give me a thumbs up. I hope you have a great day in your neck of the woods. Take care, and I'll see you in the next video.